Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting game of Backyard Baseball with Mav Father coaching the Milwaukee Orioles this season. Last time out, we played at the Royals. We struggled early on, but did come on pretty strong later in the game. I have it recorded, but I was sick, so I don't have commentary, so I haven't actually posted it anywhere. But Royals did better on their side, so it was a loss to their human team, and that put us at 4-4 on the season. And I honestly didn't realize that we are playing the Bombers this week, and the Bombers are just basically if you beat their AI, you win, and we do have them at home, which is kind of an easier thing for us than trying to play their at least kind of decent defense at Sandy. So should be a chance for a pretty easy victory as long as I don't screw anything up too badly. I'm pretty happy with our lineup, so I'm going to stick with it. Kathy leading off and playing third, Jane playing center field, batting second, Wing Quan. Is today Mark McGwire's birthday? Did I actually do this right? I think I'm playing on the wrong week, but I was hoping I was going to get his birthday boost, and I couldn't actually remember when his birthday was. So I'm assuming that's what's going on here. I haven't changed anything else. Hopefully it's okay since it's this game against the Bombers, but feel free to yell at me, anyone associated with the league. I didn't actually get his boost for the right week, so I guess this works out and is a game that doesn't really matter anyways, so I'm assuming nobody's going to have any huge issues with this, but we do get one boosted Mark McGwire day, so he should be tough over at first base. Wish he would have got some extra speed, but that apparently was not in the cards. He played for the Cardinals. Yeah, I'm stupid. Alright, this Bomber squad is definitely an interesting one. Couple pros and the rest all backyard kids, but not many of the actually really good backyard kids. Dante's solid over at shortstop. I think Kenny's fine. Angela can pitch and hit, but just a weaker team overall. And theoretically, will be easy pickings for us to defeat the AI at the very least, and hopefully put up a good score besides. Billie Jean Blackwood leading off for the Bombers, and then Angela is up next. I don't remember who's up after her, honestly. Jean makes contact, but right at Nancy on the pitcher's mound, and Nancy makes the requisite throw over to first base for the first out of the inning. This does bring up Angela. Very afraid of her just randomly smacking a home run. Playground is a pretty good field for her to do that. So I will be pitching to her as carefully as I can. She does hit the ball very hard. Don't think it's going to go out, but I think it is going to be a hit. Unless she tries to stretch it into a double, which it looks like she is not. So a single for Angela from her spot batting second. Does bring up Annie Frazier for the Bombers here. Not particularly afraid of hitting a home run, but you never know with some of my luck. And if I can get her just to make some weak contact, I can probably get her out at first and then send it over to second for the double play. And that is exactly what happened. It's kind of an awkwardly hit ball. I didn't know that we were going to have enough time there, but just enough, as it turned out. My plan for the most part is with our fast hitters to hit ground balls, because I don't think they can throw out, especially Kathy here. Yeah. Easy single for Kathy to start off the game, and we'll also be Sorry about that. I had my cat down under my feet and messing with my computer cords, and we ended up taking a ball that I wasn't paying attention to. We want to send Kathy over to second on a steal. And, well, I wanted Jane to be able to crush that, but instead we're going to get doubled up. That's how this game goes sometimes. Kathy was too far away from the base, and Frank basically caught the ball directly where she was and just tagged her for the double play. So now they're going to have a batting power-up, which could mean actually giving up a run to this Bombers team, if not more. So that's a little unfortunate. Wing hit that ball in the air for some reason, but also for some reason Angela cannot make the catch on that little blooper. Right back to her, and so Wing does get credit for reaching safely. This time I'm going to just take the pitch and let Wing steal. That was a pretty good pitch to hit, though. Just barely actually makes it into second. Not a bad throw from Tony there. Mark gets the ball on the ground. It is going to sneak past Angela. And it looks like Mark's going to get thrown out at first. Not a good power swing there from Mark. Pitch was a bit lower in the strike zone than I was really hoping for. So kind of an inauspicious start for us. Might be a little too cocky going into this one and need to refocus on, the fundamentals, actually playing well. Then again, I don't think I was playing particularly well in the game that I won by 50, so backyard baseball is just weird sometimes. Also, this dang cat of mine is just being a nuisance. Nancy, throw strikes. She misses low to Kenny somehow. And I keep throwing stuff to basically the same spot. And he makes decent contact, but Nancy has enough time to make the play and throw Kenny out at first. Jessica's up to lead off here in the bottom of the second. Gonna try grounder swing with her. She should be fast enough to reach pretty much no matter who actually fields it. So it's a theoretically better play than risking a line drive that could get caught, though she has so much power that sometimes her ground balls don't actually go on the ground. That time it does, though. It is fielded okay by Billie Jean, but nowhere near enough time to throw out Jessica at first. I'm going to send Jessica on a steal, and if Cindy gets a good pitch, and that was actually a strike. Run, Jessica, run. Okay, Tony's throw was a little bit offline. Otherwise, I think if it had been online, like directly at Dante there, could have been an out. We also have Cindy down to an 0-2 count here. After a couple nice pitches from Angela. That one's going to miss inside, though. Nice job by Cindy to make contact. Looks like she'll have enough time to make it to first, and she does. So that puts 2 runners on and nobody out for Miss Uma Morris. Who's been on some very hot and very cold streaks so far this season. Takes first pitch for ball. Makes good contact with the second pitch. Annie's going out though, and does make the catch. It's just a high pop up to center that nobody was in a great position to field, but nice job by Annie just to go out and make the play. So we got Barbara up next. Gonna try for line drive swing with her. Finally get us on the board would be a nice way to start. Barbara hits it well, but right at Dante. Dante launches one to Annie at second. Annie is not able to catch it, so no double play again, but we're down to our final out in the inning. And still have not scored against this Bomber squad. Angela is throwing a lot of strikes, which is often our downfall. We have a lot of hitters that can't actually make contact with the ball very easily. So we rely on working the count and occasionally drawing some key walks. That one did miss high. Dang it. 2-2 now the count on Nancy. That one's going to be inside though, so full count. I think I got to stick with line drive here. That one's going to go just foul, and it's probably a good thing. I think Billie Jean would have been able to make the play and touch third with the ball, but Nancy hangs in there once again with another foul ball. Same thing there on a hook. At least looked like it was going to catch the outside part of the plate. Another foul ball from Nancy. Really drawing this at bat out. Really trying to foul the ball off. But Angela's throwing mostly good pitches, ones that are looking like they're just going to catch the corners of the strike zone. Oh, that one was high. Dang it! We're just not getting anything going in this one so far. It's very frustrating, and I'm still very scared about this power-up that the Bombers have. This should not be such a challenge, but here we are. We'll be back at the top of our order with Kathy to hopefully get an automatic single, basically, and then hopefully Mark to make better contact than he did last time, which was ugly. Dante goes down on strikes for better or for worse. At least we're keeping him off the base paths. Frank Thomas, another one of the folks on this team that could just randomly decide to hit a home run on me. Not this time. But this is going to be... Could have been a bit of a weird fielding situation, but with Frank's lack of speed, it wasn't too difficult. That brings up the number 9 batter for the Bombers, Reese Worthington. We are hoping to just induce some weak contact for her. He's fouling a few pitches back and is at 0-2 in the count. Goes down on strikes to a 4th consecutive slow ball in basically the same spot. So clearly the AI doesn't actually learn anything. A couple strikeouts are going to give this Bombers defense most of their stamina back, but not a whole lot we can do about that. sorry, it's actually Jane after Kathy. I forgot what my batting order was for a minute. Kathy looks like she'll have no problem singling there. Yeah. I think even if Dante had been able to field it cleanly, she was good. Alright, so as we learned from last time, we're not going to swing with Jane here. We're going to just send to Kathy, take wherever this pitch is. It's a ball anyways, even better. Kathy has no problem with the steal. Honestly, could have made it to third there with how that worked out, I think, but we are okay just moving her up a base. I was tempted by that one, and maybe it was just good enough to swing at, but took it for a strike. 1-1 for Jane. Jane got all that one, I think. She did not. Kenny actually could have made the catch, but did not, out in deep center field. And we're going to have Jane with an RBI double, so we almost got screwed there. I thought it was for sure out, but stayed in the park, and Jane just kind of luckily got a double off of it. We do finally score our first run of the game on that RBI double from Jane. Gives us only 9 outs to score the 42 runs, so equal 50 for the home team. Plenty of time. That's probably not going to happen in this one, but as long as we can stay ahead of the Bombers here. Mark hits a towering fly ball that's going to go right to Gretchen in right field. She does not make the catch, however. It's going to give time for Jane to come around and score. Just not quite clicking with those power swings. While staying in the park here at Playground that I always think of as being a homer-friendly place, but might just not be. Mark is on first base, which is not exactly where we want him. It's going to mean we're going for a line drive swing with Jessica here. And she whiffs on a pitch that stayed further outside than I was expecting. So 1-1 for Jessica. 2-1 for Jessica. Don't really want to walk here with Cindy up next, but probably would have been better than that swing from Jessica. Well, it is caught by Reese out in left field, but everyone does have time to at least make it back to their bases. Hopefully Cindy's gonna hit this one well enough to throw off the Bombers' defense and help Mark get all the way to second with his speed. Doesn't seem particularly likely, but you never know. A walk here would be solid, honestly. Kind of a half-hearted swing there. Don't feel too bad to foul it off. Cindy rips that one towards first base. Okay, well, at least Frank didn't try to touch first and then make the throw over and get Mark, because I think he actually would have had time to do that. So Cindy reaches safely. I don't know how she possibly hit the ball that hard with her one power, but Cindy with an easy steal of second in this case. And we do have Uma at the plate. She is at 2-0 in the count so far. Very nice pitch to hit for Uma, but she fouls it back, unfortunately. really hoping that one was going to miss low. I'm going to switch the line drive with 2 strikes here. I just need to get some more runs on the board. That one's going to miss outside. So full count for Uma. And that one might have missed outside, but she did well to foul it off and stay alive. That one sure looked like it was going to be a strike, and she fouled it off once again. It's kind of Uma and Nancy's things. Another foul ball. Probably just means I'm a little off on the timing, but it's okay. That one misses just high, and Uma earns herself a walk. She's done pretty well at that so far this season. How many walks is she up to, actually? Sorry for the game break. 6 walks. Wow. Yeah, she's by far our team leader in that category. Has more walks than strikeouts, even. Getting close to that for the team. It's mostly my goal in general, but not quite managed it so far. Barbara hits that one hard out towards left field, and Reese does not make the catch. And everyone's safe. Not pretty, but we'll take an RBI there. It's definitely a hard hit ball by Barbara. So Nancy Chin back at the plate. Struck out her first time up. Takes a couple terrible pitches from Angela for balls to start things off. Kind of tempting to just try to grounder it right to Angela, because there's almost no way she can make a play anywhere. Maybe could get Uma at third still, though. And with bases loaded, I'm totally okay with a walk to bring the run in. Instead, Angela does manage to strike. So we're at a full count here for Nancy. 2 outs and bases loaded. Good eye from Nancy. Take that pitch low and walk in a run. It was close. I didn't actually get to see where it landed, but looked like it was close. And with bases loaded, we'll be swinging line drive with Kathy here to hopefully be able to better drive in Uma, who's currently stuck at third base. We are, again, more than happy to take a walk if that is what Angela would like to give us. And Kathy's at 3-0 now, so just absolutely not swinging at this pitch. I was almost positive that was going to be a strike there. Nice hook from Angela, but definitely not swinging at it. I'm not swinging at that either, honestly. Another nice pitch, though. That is going to take Angela out of the game. She's over at first base. Frank Thomas now on the mound. Frank throws a big old hook. Looked like it was close to the middle of the strike zone, and Kathy fouls it off. Kathy makes contact, but I don't know that it's going to be good enough. Ah, dang it. Was trying to sprint with Uma, but could not get her home in time. If Frank and Angela hadn't switched yet, I think Angela would not have been able to make that play, but that's the way it goes. Not a bad swing from Billy Jean there, but Nancy does not field it cleanly, but Barbara comes over from shortstop and Makes the throw over to Mark. So, yeah, by no means a slugfest so far for us. And Angela crushed that one out towards right, but it is in play. And I think Uma can even, yeah, easily throw her out at first there. Nice throw from Uma out in right field. Just to keep the bases clear, which is our secondary goal here with the power-up that these bombers have. So 1-2-3 inning, thanks to that good throw from Uma on right. And we're right back at it here in the bottom of the fourth. Still, unfortunately, not a ton of runs, and nobody on base for Jane here, but that's alright. We're going to be swinging power still, I think. Yeah. There's a temptation just to try to get a hit with a grounder. It's not very fun. I only have a few real power hitters that I like to swing power with basically all the time. And we are going to take the pitch in this situation. And 3-0 count. And looks like a strike. Yep. 3-1 now for Jane. And if we do get to 2 strikes, we'll switch to something other than power. As Jane hits it hard, but gonna be in the park once again. Man, they are just not quite getting those power swings down. Hitting them really high and staying in the park. It's been annoying. Wing Quan up now. Whiffs at the first pitch for a strike. One out in the inning. Man, he whiffs at that one too? That looked like a super easy pitch to hit. 0-2. He does make contact, but right at Frank, but he throws it past Angela. So technically a double for Wing there. Not pretty, but take what we can get, I guess. Turns out very, very tired Angela is not a good first base person. As Mark takes pitch number 1 for ball number 1, even above his strike zone. And does not get all of that one. High pop up towards Billie Jean, and Billie Jean does not make the catch. So technically a single for Mark. Just not a pretty one. Just not making very good contact today. And with Mark on first, we'd like a actual factual line drive from Jessica here. She kind of did, but it looks like Reese is going to get there in left field, and he does. Sorry. Now we got to figure out how to hit this with Cindy, such that everyone can reach a base safely. Of course, the main problem is going to be Mr. Mark McGuire. So the ideal would be I get to send them both on like a hit and run on a pitch about like that. And try to get everyone there. Okay, nice job, Cindy. Made contact, Bombers defense couldn't deal with it, and got ourselves not a bad situation with Uma at the plate and bases loaded, but our 2 outs in the inning. And nasty hook from Frank there that I was pretty sure was a strike, but wasn't what I was looking for. Another one. Yep. Alright, 2 strikes for Uma. I'm swinging power anyways. Gotta get something going. It was a good job to foul that one off. Looked like it was actually going to miss high maybe, but tough with 2 strikes to take it. Whew, that hook did not break quite enough to get into the strike zone, so Uma is still alive. And I think I actually got all that one. No, stays in the field of play. But luckily it's Kenny out in center field, and we're going to end up with a 3 RBI double from Uma. So, not perfect, but a nice hit from her. An actual nice hit that they couldn't field. Still not great power swing, but we will pretty happily take that to put some more runs on the board. Make us feel a little better about ourselves. As we have Barbara Jones up with 2 outs, and she is at a 1-1 count right now. It's a hard line drive that does get down in front of Reese for a single. It's going to bring Nancy up with still 2 outs and still 2 runners on base. Nancy has only struck out and walked so far today. This first pitch from Frank for another ball. She has had a lot of pitches thrown to her. Probably something to do with her having a 1 contact rating. And also the Bombers' seemingly willingness to throw a bunch of balls to her. She has worked the count to 3-1. I think she does have the green light to swing in this situation, though. Ugh, that's the kind of pitch I wanted, honestly, but she just fouls back. So full count. Fouls off another one. The main reason she has a green light is my bases loaded if she does just walk, and Kathy up. Well, looks like that's what's going to happen here anyways. Yeah, everyone's safe, but we're going to need another kind of lucky placement like that to have Kathy get a hit, I think. She has the power to drive it to the outfield with a good swing. Yeah, about like that, but right to Dante, unfortunately, playing it all the way over on the shift. I also thought there was a chance Frank was going to catch it. But yeah, Kathy's getting a little screwed in this one. We're just not making good enough contact with the not quite as fast people in front of her. That situation has mostly worked out in other games so far, but alas. So nice fielding from Dante to get the Bombers out of it. Tony goes down on 3 straight slow balls. I don't think he even swung at any of them. We'll be up with, I think we batted all the way around last inning. We'll be up with Jane to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. And our last chance to put some runs on the board. Hopefully. Oh, that's going to be a single from Gretchen. That's not good. As Nancy struggled to field it. And made a bad throw over to first. So here's hoping it's at the very least not an aluminum power up. I guess I should have gone to second first. Don't know what I was really thinking there, but we do get Kenny at first at the very least, and it would have been a tough throw for Jessica all the way over to second. But Gretchen still seems to have basically all of her stamina. Fireball here just to try to get the strikeout? I think I do. No, she missed low. Come on, Nancy. So Nancy's going to be exhausted if she does come back up to bat, but I was really trying to avoid giving up any runs to the Bombers here. They are still sitting on a power-up from the first inning double play and had somebody on base, so trying to use this as a chance to brush up on my power swings as Kenny looks like he locked on to throwing it to the pitcher. I think Jane had plenty of time to get to second anyways. So, again, not a perfect swing, but at least that one hit the fence. So, solid, no doubt hit for Jane there. Brings up Wing Quan with runner on second, no outs. He whiffs at the first pitch as I refuse to change my stance for a strike, and this is a very, very easy single for Wing with Frank trying to get over to cover first as Angela, I don't even think was actually moving there to begin with. But alright, Mark gets another shot with runners on base and with no outs in the inning. No, hard ground ball that is gonna have everybody reach safely. Mark's had some lucky singles in this one, but is not really living up to his potential. Poor Jessica. 1 for 3? What has she been doing wrong? Same thing she's been doing wrong all season, which is just not living up to her potential and not getting lucky either. I'm going to try a line drive, though. Because otherwise, Mark's pretty easy out, going from first to second. Hard hit ball from Jessica, but I don't know. Maybe I should be trying to like grounder it towards the right or something. Seems boring. Holy heck, Jessica. Where has that been all season? Crushes a grand slam on a line drive swing. Way out of left field. 469 feet. That one was just launched off the bat. Has she even had a home run yet? I know, I keep pausing to check stuff as Reese Worthington comes in to pitch. That's her second home run of the season. Crazy. Just launched that grand slam. And that was amazing to clear the bases and give Cindy a real shot here. Although Reese on the mound, a little bit scarier for her just because he's actually, has some speed, but I think she can beat him in a foot race to first. And it is just Angela covering at first, so there's no way she can successfully cover here, I don't think. Ooh. Nice hook from Reese. We do also have to make contact with Cindy. She's 3 for 3 so far. She does make contact, and nobody's covering first, so an easy single. The AI shift is so weird on some of these. Their whole outfield was basically standing right behind their infielders. Kind of looked like just the outfield and like the corners were actually shifted there. Cindy does look like I had to slide there to get her in safely. Almost got thrown out by Tony, but she does reach safely. Nice pitch to hit, I think, from Reese, but Uma fouls it back. 1 for 2 with a double and a walk so far. Nasty hook from Reese that catches the low and outside corner. No real chance to make good contact, at least. High pop-up from Uma. That might give this defense some trouble based off of how those things work. Yeah. She'll get a single, but not exactly proud of it. As Annie flubs the throw back to Reese. No actual damage done. Oh, it does miss low. Dang it. 2 runners on, no outs in the inning. And Barbara at the plate. Barbara hits kind of a weak. Get doubled up once again. Man, I thought for sure I was going to get Cindy there or Uma there. As Barbara hits into a double play that sees her technically get a hit, but nothing to be proud of for sure. It's really that lucky line drive home run, grand slam home run, that makes us not just look terrible in this one, but just enough problems with this defense. Need a decent swing by Nancy here to not end the game. Well, that is a good swing, honestly, from Nancy, but right at Kenny in center, and Kenny does make a catch. Kind of an ugly one. Lots of hits, but not nearly as enough for runs. And a lot of those hits are more like hits with quotation marks. Hopefully have that more juice in reserve for Nancy after those fireballs. Kind of forgot she was going to be exhausted, even if she was able to reach base in that last setting. Yeah, only 11 against the Bombers. Doesn't feel great, but win's a win. Nancy has mostly pitched well, but giving up a couple hits too. As Reese slugs one out towards left field. Cindy with a nice catch, though. I was a little scared of that. Solid line drive from Reese there. As Billie Jean lays down a bunt, we're going to go for the pitcher to catcher to first base throw there. I think it's easier, honestly, for Jessica. And we do pick up the win. Nothing pretty, nothing very exciting, but we'll take it. And thanks for tuning in if you were watching. Props to Jessica for her line drive grand slam and few solid hits, but some duds in this one too. And really just like our best hitters were like our dinky contact hitters, Wing and Cindy, that hit the ball softly enough that they're able to get on. It's very disappointed in Mark. Just happened to go 3 for 4 anyways, but not doing a great job there. Everybody at least got on base. I guess everybody got on base at least twice, including our walks. So again, could have been worse, but got to convert more of these singles into runs. It's a struggle that I tried to fix with this lineup, but didn't really work this time out. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and see you all next time out for a game at the Rangers, who we had some trouble with our first meeting. So see how that one goes.